Hey everybody, welcome in. So in this video, I want to continue with our office building project. So we're going to add some doors and windows in this video. But before we get started, the book wants you to save this project as, we're going to have a file, save as, project. We're going to save it as EX3-5, which I've already done, but you want to save it as 3-5, click on save. And then I've shared a link with you so that you can download some of the door files. You're not going to find either in the book or on the Autodesk website. So if you go to that link, it should take you to my Google Drive here. And so these three you're going to need for our project here. So you want to right click on each one of those, click download. Just click on each one of these. I already have these downloaded, so I'm not going through the process of downloading it, but just to kind of show you what to do. So right click on each one, download. It should go to your downloads folder, right? So we're going to need those in just a minute. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is we are going to go to Insert, Load Autodesk Family. So you're going to see all this list. So you want to go to Doors. You want to look for the double curtain wall, double storefront, and click that. You want to load it. And then also here's where we're going to load those files that we just downloaded, hopefully. So you're going to go to Load Family. Actually, there's a couple ways you can do this. We can go to Load Family. You're going to go to your Downloads folder and those files that we just downloaded. So you can kind of highlight each of these. I've got the control left click button, just kind of holding down my control button, selecting all of these, and then go to open. So those brought those into our file. And then it says what we need to do next. We're going to insert the doors into the stair shafts. So we're going to go to the door tool, architecture, door. We're going to look for single flush 36 by 84. Single flush 36 by 84. And then insert two doors on the west stair shaft as shown. So we're going to go, I'm going to insert it kind of over here. Now notice it's opening the wrong way, so hit the space bar to flip it. So I'm just going to place one there. Oh, and actually it went the wrong way on me. Try to be sneaky. I'll put one there. I'm going to hit modify here. So I need to flip this door. So this one, use the arrow to flip it over. Flip it back like that. We're good there. And then what we want to do is kind of zoom in on these doors. So I'm going to select the door, click on it. I'm going to grab this, or just click on this dot. I want this to go to this inside face there. I'm going to click on this dot. So from the inside face to our door opening, that needs to be 8 inches. 8 inches. Same thing for this one here. That needs to be 8 inches. Now we're going to do the same thing for the door on the other side over here. So I'm going to go to door. I want this to open out like that. Just going to place it. Just going to place it. I want to move this 8 inches off the inside face of the wall. Hit the escape. I'm going to hit that one. Move this dot. Move that dot. I want that to be 8 inches off the wall. Like so. And we're good there. Okay, so on the next page, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of place these doors. It doesn't give exact dimensions of where they need to be, but we'll kind of go by and kind of eyeball it to place it kind of like the book has. So we need to find the single glass number 1 door. So I'm going to, let me zoom out a little bit first. see what I'm working with. I'm going to zoom in on this area up in here. So go to architecture, door. We're going to look for the single glass 36 by 84. And one needs to go up here somewhere. I'm just going to put it somewhere, eyeball it right there. This one over here, I need to hit the space bar to flip it like that. Then there's one down here kind of near this open hallway. I'm going to place it right there. One over here. I'm going to flip it this way. So there's the single glass doors. I'm going to hit modify to cancel out of that. And now what I want to do is look for the double glass doors. Double glass right here, 68 by 80. And these going to go down here somewhere. And they're going to open up this way. So there's one. There is two. All right, so next we're going to go up to architecture, door. I'm going to look for the single flush 36 by 84. And I need to place one here, but have it flip the other way, up and up against the wall, like that. One goes on the opposite side. Again, hit the space bar to flip it so it opens up against the wall. And then I need one up here, somewhere in that range. Hit the modify. Okay, so now we're gonna add some windows in here. So I'm gonna go to architecture window. Gonna look for the side lights 18 by 84. On the west side of the atrium, insert 4 borrowed lights. Let me zoom out a little bit. So it looks like we have 4. Yeah, we got 4 in here. I may not have moved that door far enough away, but we're gonna go here. I'm gonna place one here. I'm gonna place one here. I'm gonna place one here, one here. And now according to the book, it says do not add the dimensions. We're not gonna add dimensions, but I am gonna space them out according to what the book shows. So I'm gonna modify. What I wanna do is, I may need to move that door up, but click this window. So from the center of this to the center of this should be 4 feet 4 inches. And click this one, and then the center of that should be 2 foot 3, which is probably going to throw me into that wall there. Yeah, so what I could do is, let me just select these. Holding the control, I was going to say holding the shift key, holding the control key down, and then just let me move these up, like so. It doesn't say how far that window needs to be from this wall. Not that I can see just yet. And then if I click this window, so that needs to be 4 feet 4. Click this window. This needs to be 2 foot 3. And what I could do is align these. So if I click this, go to align, I'm gonna select this. Now they're kind of even across from each other. I can kind of do the same thing for all these if I want, but I need to add some more windows, don't I? So architecture, window, let me throw in some of these side lights, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Hit the escape. I can select this. I'm just going to align it with the middle of this to the middle of that, the middle of this, to the middle of that. So I'm going to select what I want aligned to first. So I want to align to the center of this window, and I want this window to align to that there. Okay, so now we're going to add another window. So we're going to go up to architecture, window. I'm going to look for a fixed window. Create a new window size in the fixed window. Create 32 by 48. So we don't have a 32 by 48, but I'm just going to grab this 36 by 48 here. And where can we place this? Actually, I don't need to place it. I can go to edit type, go to duplicate. I'm going to change this to 32 by 48. 32, 48. I don't need the 2 on the end. Get rid of that. And then I want that to be 48, which it is. The seal height is going to be 3'4". Hit the tab key. The width of this is going to be 32 inches. And then we're good there. Now I'm going to hit apply, hit OK. So now I have my 32 by 48. So where are we going to place these? Insert the window as shown in 359, 3-59. So it's going to be down here, 3'4" off the outside face. I'm just going to place one just for now here. And then this, I want to change this to the outside face to the center of that. That's going to be 3'4", like so. So now what I want to do is I want to create multiple copies of this. So I'm going to use the array tool. So if I left click on this window and go up to my modify panel where you see the array, and then what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have activate, this activate tool is on. So you're going to click the middle of this window. That's our base point. Drag it over 8 feet. Oh, before I do that, you want to change the number from 2 to 6. Now drag this over 8 feet 8 inches. And then click it. And it's going to make 6 copies of that 8 foot 8 inches apart. And then what we could do here, we could mirror these. So I'm going to select Control with the Control button to select all these. I want to use the mirror. So my axis is going to be here. It's going to mirror those over to the other side. Okay, so now I want to create a reference plane so I can mirror these windows that are in the front to the back. So I'm going to go up to annotate, detail line. I'm going to zoom in here. So I want to draw a line from the outside face of this to the outside face of that. Right click, cancel. I want to draw a line now from the middle. Let me draw another detail line from the midpoint of this where that triangle pops in. So that's the middle. And just kind of draw a line straight over to the right. So I don't need this line here anymore. I can delete that. So that's our kind of our midpoint of our building. So now what I want to do is I can select each of these windows by holding down the Control key. Oh, missed it. That one, that one, that one. Go up to mirror. I'll pick this line that we created and click on modify. So there's all our windows in the back. I don't need this line here anymore. I mean, I can leave it there for now. We may need that later. All right, so then the book has us. We're gonna go over into our project browser, scroll down to where you see windows, hit that plus sign. I'm gonna scroll down to, it says we want to fixed, go to fixed, Click on fixed. We want to scroll down to 36 by 48. We're going to select it, left click it. I'm going to right click and hit delete. We're not going to need that, so that should be good. So then just go up here, file, save. And so now we have our doors and our windows in. I know that was kind of a process, but we got that done. All right, so I hope that helped. Come back to the next video and we'll keep going on this. All right, peace out.